either seated or lying on the floor. Feet and knees wide, you're going to drop, alternating knees towards the centre, as close to the floor as is comfortable for you. Now you have a choice here. You can lift your buttocks off the ground and make that movement bigger, which will increase the movement into the spine a little more and get a little bit of spinal rotation, or you can really work on the hips here, just taking the legs side to side, keeping the buttocks pretty much on the floor. Start by sitting with the legs as wide as is comfortable, hands either side of you, and you're going to reach one hand up by the side of your ear and reach up, feeling the stretch through the side of your back or the back of your side. Coming back down and then reaching over to the other side, leaning one hand into the mat if you feel you need to for support, bending the elbow, and then changing sides, alternating side to side. Lying on your back, legs in a comfortable position. Trying to keep the spine in neutral, so you may need to bend your knees. And we're going to take double arm floats overhead. Keep the palms facing inwards, which will open up through the shoulders as you float the arms above the head as you breathe out, and return as you breathe back in. Try and keep the rib cage tucked into the mat. You're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Try and keep the arms as straight as possible. It doesn't matter if your arms don't come all the way down to the floor. It's more important to try and keep the ribs pushed down into the mat and get the movement through the shoulders as far as is comfortable for you. We're going to roll back one vertebrae at a time. Think string of pearls or C curve as you slowly roll backwards, stretching through the lower back and opening up through the middle back. As you come back up to sitting, float the arms up towards the sky without lifting the chest, palms facing just as far as is comfortable for you, and then rolling back. If that's too much for you, stick your hands on your knees, hold the knees and just come back up to seated. Now, looking at what's going on with your feet, ideally those feet should be flat on the floor. Take the legs further away from you along the floor if you need to, or potentially come onto your heels. Really listen to your body here. We want to be under control. Make it as small as you need to. Don't worry about how high your arms come as you take them up. Just try and feel that stretch through the shoulders as you reach up. And then as you come back, think string of pearls, one pearl at a time, as you stretch through your lower back and open up the spine. From kneeling, bring one foot forward and ensure you feel well balanced. Foot is flat on the floor, knees around 90 degrees. And we're going to start by tipping the pelvis under and just pushing forward until you feel the stretch in that back hip. You're going to use the arm on the same side as the front leg to just gently support that front knee and keep that open. Now it might be you just stay there and take one arm above your head. But if you're able and feel you have the balance, take one arm, the opposite arm down towards your toes, and then reach away, stretching through the upper body. Make sure you keep that pelvis tipped under and pushing forward so that you feel the stretch through the hip. That is the most important with this stretch. Now move on to the other side. Remember, you need to have the legs wide enough to be balanced, and you're going to keep the front knee in line using the hand on the same side, and you're going to tilt the pelvis under and lean forward slightly if you need to feel the stretch through the back hip. Then, your choice, you can do the rotation that I'm doing by reaching down towards your foot and opening away to extend the stretch. Sitting nice and tall, on a block or blanket if you feel you need to, bring the soles of the feet together and open out through the hip. And just gently lean against those legs if you feel the need. Or support them if you feel the need, and relax into the stretch. If that is uncomfortable, just take a wide-legged stretch with the legs out straight. If it feels good, close your eyes and concentrate on your breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth.